The strange interstellar visitor, Oumuamua, that once whisked through our planet, is back again, moving at an unprecedented speed towards Earth. This time, even the scientists are terrified and sending warnings that Oumuamua will crash in about 2 weeks, and nothing can stop it. Are we facing a potential disaster? Is this going to be the end of our planet? Join us as we dive into the urgent warning of this strange visitor that is about to crash. In 1837, an unknown object reached a notable cosmic milestone unnoticed by anyone. It crossed a distance of 1,000 astronomical units away from the Sun. For more than 100 years, this object kept advancing towards Earth. Ironically, no scientists discovered it. It kept moving until October 19, 2017, when a scientist, Robert Warwick, in Hawaii discovered it. An image captured by an astronomical telescope at the University of Hawaii revealed a faint, thin streak traversing the sky at a consistent pace each day. This day marked a historical event, as it was the first recorded interstellar visitor. The discoverer thought of the best name for the creature and decided to call it Oumuamua, meaning a messenger from afar. Even though the discovery was made in Hawaii, it sparked a global initiative to observe the object through telescopes. It also caught the interest of astronomers from the SETI Institute, who eagerly engaged in observing the object. They also pushed the search further, hoping to find any extraterrestrial signs. This object might just feature some advanced technology. What does Oumuamua look like, you may ask? Some describe it as a reddish, cigar-shaped rock. Its elongated shape is almost 4 meters wide and about 10 times longer than it is wide. Thus, this description surpasses any asteroid or comet in our solar system. However, some still suggested that Oumuamua was either an asteroid or a comet. An asteroid is a small rocky body orbiting the Sun, while comets are large objects made of dust and ice orbiting the Sun. Oumuamua was traveling at a speed of 196,000 miles per hour. This means it is more than 100 times faster than a bullet. This shocking revelation again sets it apart from what we can identify in our solar system. Whether it is an asteroid or a comet, let's try to distinguish between the two phenomena. Comets are composed of ice, while asteroids are rocks. Scientists first thought Oumuamua was a comet but later changed their minds and called it an asteroid when it zipped past the Sun. However, they still considered it an asteroid until measurements indicated a slight acceleration, which means it might be a comet. However, there's a clause to this. Again, the object accelerated much more than they predicted. This situation puzzled the scientists, leaving the question of what Oumuamua was hanging. A remarkable characteristic of Oumuamua was its periodic brightening and dimming every 7.3 hours. This dynamic sign indicated its rotation around its short axis. Such a pattern suggests that it might not be a comet. It suggested a more solid and durable composition than the typically fragile, snow-like material of most comets. It appeared dark red, similar to when moons in the outer solar system are affected by space radiation. Hold on a second. Could Oumuamua be an alien spacecraft? We all know the Russians are capable of anything on Earth. They always compete with the US. Besides, Oumuamua's color involves iron, as suggested by Dr. Mech, an astronomer at the University of Hawaii Institute. So, what did they find out about Oumuamua, and has any satellite been able to track it down and predict where exactly it will crash? Various theories emerged to explain Oumuamua's identity. First, some believed it was a rock. Others proposed that it was filled with gas. But then some experts astonishingly said that Oumuamua must be an alien aircraft. This raises the question of whether an alien ship is somewhere hiding while releasing a part of it to explore Earth. But is that the truth? Let's dive deeper into the theories to find out more. According to Dr. Mag, Oumuamua must have been flung from a distant star following a supernova explosion. According to Elon Musk, it was formed when two objects collided and fused together. Astronomers were initially happy when they discovered that Oumuamua seemed to point toward Vega, the brightest star in the Lyra constellation. This star was known to possess a debris disk. By calculations, this object might have traveled to its present location in roughly 600,000 years. But then the possibility of it coming from Vega didn't hold much water. That's because significant changes were noted in its path. Astronomers believe that Oumuamua must have encountered a new star system for the first time, considering its motion around the Sun. This was similar to the speed of nearby stars. Nonetheless, there's a possibility that Oumuamua must have been around the galaxy for billions of years. Another theory worth noting suggests that Oumuamua is a chunk of nitrogen ice. According to researchers Alan Jackson and Stephen Desch from Arizona State University, Oumuamua might just be a fragment blown off a Pluto-like object by a massive impact. However, to merge with this theory, Oumuamua would have to be smaller than initially thought. Another theory proposes that cosmic rays interact with surface ice in interstellar space, freeing hydrogen gas trapped in water molecules. This created a supply of hydrogen gas trapped in amorphous water ice. This is the theory from Daryl Seligman from Cornell University and Jennifer Bergner from Berkeley University. They suggested that Oumuamua gained warmth from the Sun, which altered the structure of the ice and pushed it forward. Well, this may be true only if it was truly ice. But that's not all. Astronomers Avi Loeb and Shmuel Bialy from Harvard University suggested that Oumuamua could be a solar-powered spacecraft. That sounds interesting. According to them, the various characteristics of Oumuamua suggest that it has an artificial origin, hinting at the possibility of extraterrestrial origin at play. This lends credence to the assumption that Oumuamua might be from an alien civilization. No doubt, the appearance of Oumuamua lends credence to the fact that it originated from a place outside our understanding of the solar system. However, we can't draw a final conclusion because its true size and shape remain a mystery, and no device has been able to capture the actual image of this object. Astronomers only rely on its brightness and their knowledge of how asteroids and comets reflect light to guess the size. However, since no tail or coma had been found on the object, the comet theory was not approved. The comet theory also suggests that Oumuamua's apparent movement could be from the force that broke it free from a supposed parent object. However, repeated non-gravitational acceleration contradicts this assumption. In place of that, scientists coined a theory involving sunlight. If Oumuamua is extremely thin, around 0.3 to 0.9 millimeters, its movement could be due to solar radiation pressure. They proposed that Oumuamua could be a light sail, a technology demonstrated in space missions like the Japanese probe and NASA's nanosail. These light sails use photons' kinetic energy to propel themselves through space. Therefore, they suggest that Oumuamua could endure a long journey through interstellar space as a light sail. They estimated it could travel at least 16,000 light-years from its home system, wherever possible. Additionally, Oumuamua's motion closely aligns with a region of the Milky Way galaxy called the local standard of rest, making it difficult to establish its origin. Well, we can't draw a final note on this just yet, so the question still lingers: what is Oumuamua and who are those controlling it? Where is its final destination? The last time it was seen, it was on its way out of our solar system. Now we are being told it's about to crash on our planet. But before we dive further into that, scientists tried to understand Oumuamua's trajectory. What they discussed and tried to do is worth noting, as this will explain why they assumed that Oumuamua would crash in 2 weeks. So let's get right into that. Scientists felt that they should send robotic probes with sails hurtling toward Oumuamua. However, this suggestion isn't possible now, and that's because the world has not produced an aircraft that could take up such a mission. Well, maybe sometime in the future, as projects like Breakthrough Starshot are already building on this. Whether scientists reach Oumuamua or not, its visit can prepare the world for future encounters. Even though Oumuamua had taken billions of years to arrive at its current location, it's just a fleeting moment on the cosmic scale. The Milky Way galaxy boasts an age of 10 billion years. Therefore, Oumuamua could have journeyed through approximately 20,000 star systems. Well, this is just a modest fraction compared to the galaxy's 200 billion stars. However, it's a good number of cosmic encounters for Oumuamua. It would have raised dust and debris, allowing the stars to intermingle. Therefore, Elon Musk and other astronomers believed that Oumuamua is on a fast race to Earth. They had even predicted that it would enter the Kuiper Belt this year. Notwithstanding, no one has located Oumuamua. They only work with the information they can gather to determine its movement and possible arrival on Earth. But there's more to say about Oumuamua's trajectory, which scientists termed unconventional. they observed a notable non-gravitational acceleration, indicating that forces beyond gravity propel its motion. Dr. Mech explained that several factors could lead to this acceleration. She then proposed 6 potential causes. The first observation was that comets outgas. This is a common occurrence in comets. Outgassing occurs when a comet approaches the Sun, and its surface ice sublimates, turning directly from solid to gas. This process gives the comet an additional push, altering its speed and rotation. Aside from the gravitational influence, the change in motion resembles the behavior of Oumuamua, aligning with the power observed in comets. As gas exits a comet, it carries surface dust with it. However, Dr. Mech asserted that even if the comet lacked microscopic material, the potential presence of substantial dust on its surface might affect its speed. This consideration kept the idea of it being a comet alive, though only in terms of movement. Additionally, scientists observed viable wavelengths, which make it challenging to detect significant dust particles. Therefore, no visible evidence of dust leaving Oumuamua was observed. The absence of gas-related signs was also puzzling. Meanwhile, scientists and astronomers expected a significant amount of gas emission to influence Oumuamua's speed. Unfortunately, all their efforts proved abortive. As far as they could search, no CN gas was detected. Considering that comets in our solar system can hold a significant amount of water, the strong upper limit set by the absence of CN indicated that Oumuamua was chemically exceptional, and that's if it was a comet at all. Astronomers utilized the Spitzer Space Telescope to observe Oumuamua for over 30 hours, attempting to detect its thermal characteristics. However, they encountered challenges in their endeavors. Dr. Mech said that the observations and thermal infrared tests detected heat emissions, but their observations didn't yield any noticeable results. Interestingly, this fact can be detected even without any tests. They concluded that Oumuamua might be brighter than anticipated if it exhibits thermal behaviors similar to a comet. An object's reflectivity, or how much light it reflects, can reveal details about its size, composition, and shape. Despite all these theories and propositions, no one has been able to unravel the mysterious identity of this interstellar object. So what else did they discover about Oumuamua? Is it perhaps more than what we anticipated, and thus a great threat to Earth in 2 weeks? First thought to be an asteroid, then later a comet, and even considered a possible alien spacecraft by some. A duo of American astronomers now think they have solved one of the space rock's lingering mysteries. Observations made within the short period of its visit soon proved that Oumuamua was on what astronomers call a hyperbolic orbit, a boomerang-shaped trajectory that indicated the rock was not native to our solar system but was only passing through the Sun's neighborhood and would never be seen again. But is this observation complete? Would Oumuamua never be seen again? An interesting phenomenon around Oumuamua is its speed, which seemed to increase as the rock rounded the Sun. Large bodies such as planets and stars can give smaller objects, including comets and asteroids, a gravitational kick that speeds them up. But in the case of Oumuamua, which at 54,000 kilometers per second cruised 3 times faster than an average solar system comet, these gravitational kicks couldn't explain the observed acceleration. If you remember, this is one of the theories that seems a hard nut to crack for scientists. This acceleration swayed many scientists to conclude that Oumuamua must be a comet rather than an asteroid. Comets in the solar system receive additional momentum from the water and dust that evaporate from their icy nuclei as they warm up close to the Sun. These comets, however, are famous for their spectacular tails that light up due to the outgassing process, and Oumuamua showed no signs of a tail. Many scientists have tried to explain the mechanism behind Oumuamua's acceleration, but all of the proposed ideas have had significant gaps. In conclusion, while the true nature and origin of Oumuamua remain a mystery, its presence has certainly captivated the scientific community and the public alike. As we continue to explore the cosmos, Oumuamua serves as a reminder of the vast unknowns that lie beyond our solar system and the potential for future encounters with extraordinary interstellar visitors. What we learn from Oumuamua may pave the way for our understanding of the universe and our place within it.